If only you had said that before.
Yeah.
Hey, are you
Miss
glad to be back?
Keisha, I am glad to be back. How are you
Listen,
doing,
I have
Sierra?
been I have been living out of a suitcase for months. So like all of my podcast does was like in a trailer somewhere.
It's fun to finally see you since we haven't talked since we last filmed the last podcast.
Yeah, we definitely have not spoken to each other since the last time we filmed a podcast, obviously.
Absolutely not. And honestly, I am miffed about that a little bit. Like, come on, bro.
We are obviously joking. We actually went to a concert together.
We met each other in
Remember
real
that?
life.
We saw a concert. My hair got longer.
Um, Ziggy got more emotionally unstable.
I started wearing glasses because I literally like cut the shit out of my eye and became scared of contacts again.
That was a fun thing to witness. Of course, I'm being sarcastic.
I moved and I've gone back to college, so you can see my small room behind me. There's my "Take My Hand" poster, though.
There we go.
For those who don't know, we went and saw 5 Seconds of Summer.
We saw
On
five
their
seconds.
"Take My Hand" tour, or their "Take Me Home" tour. It's "Take My Hand."
We
"Take Me
saw
Home" was
them.
One Direction.
We saw them in Denver together, and
We could talk about our experience together in Denver for like an entire for our own episode.
Do we want to like give a little snippet?
Well, to begin, I think you know where this is going. We were in Denver.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're starting away from the beginning.
Well, if anyone knows Colorado and what's legal in Colorado,
We had fun.
listen, we weren't allowed to get into our Airbnb until like 3 o'clock, and we picked Ava up at 11. So we went to the Denver Zoo on edibles, naturally.
Of course we did.
We
So
got Chick-fil-A for lunch.
So the full itinerary was she picked me up from the airport with her friend who I'd never met before that. And then we went to Chick-fil-A, we bought edibles, and then we went to the zoo. So if you were
it was a great time.
If you were in Denver around June, what was it? June 17th? If you were in Denver around the time of Five Sauce's Take My Hand tour date, and you saw three tall people walking around the Denver Zoo, confused and not really knowing what they're doing.
I had an ancient vintage 5 Sauce shirt on, if you saw that.
If you saw a purple-haired girl fighting with an emu and calling it emo, then that was me.
Yeah, we went to the kangaroos, and there's only 3 kangaroos, so of course we named them Ashton, Luke, and Michael. And then there's an emu in there, so we named him Callum. And she started screaming at the emu. Like, screaming.
I still don't fully remember what I said to this poor emu. Why the fuck would they put kangaroos and emus in the same, like, pen? Aren't they two of the most violent Australian animals?
Well, I thought it's because they're both Australian, but they're obviously not violent towards each other. Do you know of the Great Emu War?
Oh, the Great Emu War.
They rode on the backs of kangaroos.
Literally.
That's obviously what happened.
Imagine an Australian man in a zoot suit shooting at emus with a machine gun, running on a kangaroo.
Imagine the Great Emu War today, and there's like a full benefit, and 5 Sauce obviously plays at it.
Oh, obviously.
Also, I didn't try to wear a bunch of 5 Sauce merch, but I've got my 5 Seconds of Summer t-shirt. I've got, this is just a flannel because it's cold. And then, of course, I have the trucker hat from...
Everybody lock your doors and turn the lights down low.
There's a reason I'm wearing it backwards, because it just doesn't look good on me forwards. So, and my hair is nasty. Also, there's my poster. That was the Rogers. I went and I saw them twice. I almost threw up in Rogers. That was a hot mess. And then here's my Take Me Home lanyard. And here's my 5 sauce bracelet. I could go on. I have too much merch from many bands.
That was a crazy week, at least on my end.
And we haven't even talked about the concert experience.
Oh, absolutely. I literally, when I went to see 5 Sauce in Irvine, I got a tattoo right before, and then I sat in 95-degree California desert sun for 5.5, 6 hours. That is dedication. If that isn't, I don't know what is.
And then we went to Denver, and it was a lot nicer. It was like closer to 80 degrees, but it was very cloudy, which, where are you going?
Ziggy's out of water. If I don't get him water now, then he'll be bothering me the entire time.
Well, so we had nowhere to park my car. So we had parked my car in a place that was like anytime after 5, it was toll free. And then we woke up with a butt crack of dawn. Like literally you started getting charged at like 6 a.m. So we get in my car, we drive it to a public lot, and we park it, and we pay for a spot for like, I reserve a spot from there until we left like Wednesday at like noon, I think. We are walking back from where we put our car, which is past the Fillmore Auditorium where 5 Sauce was playing. People were already lined up, chilling there, and it was like 6 a.m. And of course, my friend and I were not interested in that. Ava was passed out, by the way. So we went back, fell asleep, got up around 10, and started getting our shit together. And we get there around 11:30. And my friend and I are in sound check. Ava went to the Goonies in the background for GA, which was down the fucking block.
It was, but by the way, 2 of the strangest things that have ever happened to me in my entire life happened waiting in that line. First of all, in order, Ashton Irwin, the drummer of 5 Seconds of Summer, casually walked from the parking lot of the hotel across the street, and we all stared him down. We all knew it was him because of his snake tattoo. And
no one said anything? No one was like, hey, Ash, or like anything? They just looked at him?
Thank God everybody in like that area was like older, and we all came to like the silent agreement. We are not going to out this man and get him like crowded.
Yeah.
In the middle of Denver.
I would have said hey, but that would have outed him.
Yeah. But he walked into the venue, and then after that, maybe like 3 hours later, a man on a bicycle tried to deal shrooms to me.
He was also Ashton. It was Michael.
Ashton, we all know it was you.
I mean, I feel like shrooms is the next logical step for Denver. For Colorado.
By the way, that man was the worst fucking drug dealer I've ever seen in my entire life.
He's like, you want some shrooms? I'm like, I could be 16.
I was literally standing, like, everybody around me was like at least 16, 17, and it was very obvious. And then I'm standing there with my earbuds in. He rides back next to me, and he says something. I thought he said, do you want plushies at first? And then I was like, stared at him for a second, and I took off my earbud, and I was like, what? And he was like, you want some shrooms? And I was like, no, thank you.
You know, it'd be even funnier if he was like there selling like knockoff 5 Sauce plushes.
That would have been fucking hilarious. He was just like, no, okay, actually... she clearly doesn't want plushies. Does she want mushrooms?
She clearly doesn't want any of my plushies. So how about... It actually was Michael, and he was selling plushies.
Shh. We can't tell them. Crystal will kill him.
Crystal's the one crocheting them. Let's be real. Mom is.
But selling them with a mushroom. Ashton selling mushrooms.
It's a side gig. COVID hit them hard.
Especially Ashton. I could totally see him like at fucking, what's it called, Coachella, just standing next to the water tent, like, psst, hey, you want some
It wouldn't
shrooms?
work because everyone would be like, are you Are you Ashton or Wynn? No, not me.
I told you about how I saw him and KK at the Warped Tour 25th anniversary, right?
No, you never told me that.
When I went to Warped Tour 25th anniversary with my friend in Mountain View, I saw Ash from a distance.
Mountain Dew.
I saw Ash from a distance, and it's one of those things where, like, I could literally have Callum Hoods talking to me, like, to my face, and I would not recognize him. And, like, I remember seeing him, and...
You saw Callum?
Or no, I didn't see Callum. Ashton? Just Ashton. Okay. But, like, it didn't register in my head that it was him until I saw a picture of some girl posted that she took a picture with him. And I was like, fuck, that was Ash.
Did KK have her green hair?
I think so. It was like, I don't remember.
We did have an in-depth conversation of what we thought Callum and Ashton would have done if they were on edibles and also at the zoo. Because I feel like that's some Cashton shit that they would do. They would go and, like, get high on edibles and go fuck around at the zoo like we would, because Ava and I act like Cashton.
We are Cashton.
We had a thought, because at one point we were like, I bet they're, like, fucking, like, zoning out on a bench or something. Because we, like, had to sit down at a bench a couple of times and zone the fuck out. And we're like, we should go look at animals. Or they'd be the assholes, because I was wearing, like, a really old, like, She's Kinda Hot shirt that I found on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like they'd be the asshole to be like, hey, nice shirt. And then you turn around and then you're like, they're gone. And you're like, fucking
did I just see a ghost?
I feel like if I saw them zoning out on a bench, I was that high that I would just go put my arms around him like, you had the same idea we did, didn't you?
I fucking hate this.
That's how gone I was. I would have, like, walked up to any one of them and, like, they were my best friend. That's how gone I was.
Dude, I feel like we were both in that stage.
But anyways, to the actual concert, we get there, and me and my friend, like, the sound check was taking forever. I don't know why. And then they wouldn't give us any water, but these, like, sports drink people were, like, giving out free ones, and they tasted awful.
Fucking awful.
Oh, it was so bad that it got to the point where we were, like, pressuring, and they finally, like, took water from backstage for the band and gave it to us because we were that annoying. We get in there. Sound check was meh. Callum was in a grumpy mood. Grumpy boy. I don't know why. Everyone said he was chain smoking like a mother getting off and on the tour bus. And I'm like, oh, poor boy, he's in a bad mood.
Well, they got into a fight with Brandy on the phone.
Okay. And then Luke is wearing an old, like, Five Sauce merch t-shirt, skin fucking tight. I could see his nipples. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But, and my friend, the only person, Luke poked his head out of the doors in Denver, and my friend saw him. The only person who saw him, because it was like a split second. And she goes, he's wearing a yellow shirt. If I'm right, we saw Luke. And we did. He was wearing a yellow shirt. And so sound check goes. My feet are on fire already. At some point before the opener, I think. I can't remember if it was before or after Pale Waves, which they did a very, very good job.
Yes.
My friend and I snuck in edibles and did edibles again, as one does in Denver.
Should we talk about you at the merch table?
Would you like to finish? No. So now we'll switch to Ava's perspective when she got into the concert once GA was let in after sound check.
Oh, okay. So I got in and I was fucking exhausted at that point. I was so fucking done. I managed to slide my way up to where they were at, which was very close to Barricade.
Yeah, 3 or 4 rows behind Barricade. But the thing that sucked about it is, like, the barricade itself, where the security stood, was like 10 feet long. So even if you were at the barricade, you still weren't that close to the band.
Yeah, no.
That kind of sucked, but it was still pretty close.
Oh, we went fucking crazy for Five Sauce. Like, Pale Waves was
pretty fucking good. It was good.
I love it. If you ever have the pleasure of seeing pale waves in real life, just so you know, you will turn gay.
For everyone in that band.
You will turn gay or bisexual.
There's a member for everyone in that band. If you're straight woman, the bass guitars and the guitarist, handsome men. If you are gay or interested in non-binary individuals, the drummer is non-binary. Or if you're a gay woman or straight man, the fucking singer.
When I tell you, every single person at Irvine, gay, straight, bi, no matter what, was simping over the lead singer. We were.
Trust me, like, I'm pansexual, but I'm not interested in like traditionally feminine energy. Like, I'm not really interested in women. But the moment I saw her, I was very confused for a moment. But I think I ended up crushing on the drummer the most because we have the same name.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't know if she says it the same, but
yeah,
they're British, so it'd make more sense that she'd say Kira instead of Sierra.
I think their name is Sierra. I think they pronounce it Sierra.
We took a picture with them afterwards.
Oh, we did. If you're on YouTube.
Yeah. We'll put it here.
Yeah.
And so we watched the opener, and Ava, please continue with the rest of the concert. Let everyone know what happened.
Oh, okay. So
she tells the story better than me.
So towards the middle of the concert, Sierra starts feeling Sierra, this Sierra, not Sierra, Pale Waves.
Me, Sierra. Yes. And we're talking in the middle of Five Sauce. Like,
and
Pale Waves is gone.
Keep in mind, Sierra had spent the entire time screaming at Ash. I had spent the entire time screaming at Callum. At some point,
not have like screamed "Daddy" a few too many times.
Oh, I fully did. Oh, by the way, Sorry, what were you gonna say?
When I saw Ashton's Red Desert solo, I like almost took Ava's arm off. I was like, "Look at him! Look at him!"
By the way, I just remembered this. There's a video at Five Sauce Irvine where they're talking about something, and Luke says, it went semi-viral on Instagram. Luke says, "This is a family show," and somebody in the crowd yells, "Or is it?" That person is me, if you've seen that video. And also, I think that Callum acknowledged me because I yelled Bogan, and then he was like, "No, not Bogan." Or something about Bogans.
Oh, one time. So at the sound check, Ashton didn't answer a lot of the questions that I wanted an answer to. Like, for example, they said, "What's your favorite Adam Sandler movie?" Ashton didn't answer. So every time Ashton didn't answer, I screamed, "Ashton!" And he, like, hated it. And at one point, he finally found me in the crowd and, like, stared me down, like, I dare you to say my name again. And I stared right back at him, like, "What you gonna do, bitch?" And I didn't. And we stared at each other down for a moment. And then he looked away. I'm like, "That's right."
And that's how you met your husband.
That's how I met your mother. But anyways, so my feet started to give out. Like, we had been standing in line for like 6 to 9 hours plus waiting for the actual concert. My feet were swollen and like a pregnant woman, and my feet fucking hurted. So please continue it. She tells the story way better than me because I was gone. Like, I have half of a memory from that night. So
Sierra
took a few shots as well.
So at some point, Sierra says, like, "I need to sit down. Like, can we go sit down?
Please go find some place to sit down."
Yeah, and I was like, "Yeah, sure." So we go to up like where there was like seating area in the venue.
Which also, this venue is just a flat floor with like raised kind of things around it. And I was like, I started a wave because a bunch of people started to go sit down after that.
But after a while, Sierra decides that she wants to go to the merch table. And I was like, "Okay, I want to go get a shirt too. Let's go get merch before it gets crowded."
Footnote. Funny thing that happened was Kenzie and I, our feet were fucking hurting. And we were like, we just need to make it through like half the show, and we'll be okay. Like, it'll be fine. And fucking, I shit you not, as I'm walking away, I hear Michael go, we are officially to the middle of the set. And I was like, fuck yeah. So back to the merch table.
This is all your fault.
My spinach puffs.
My spinach puffs.
My spinach puffs.
Okay, so we go to the merch table. So Sierra is talking to the dude, and I am waiting to...
It was a woman.
To the woman, sorry. She's getting her shirt from the woman. I am sitting next to her waiting to get my shirt. In the background, Amnesia starts playing. If you know Amnesia by 5 Seconds in the Summer, you know it's a pretty emotional song, but not one that you would cry to. That kind of emotional.
Well, like, we are the kind of people that, like, I know plenty of people that cry to every single Five Sauce song in existence, especially if they're live. But I'm not much of a crier when it comes to, like, music, because I majored in music. I've done a lot of performing. That's gotten to the point where, like, I can't cry because half the time I'm in the middle of singing a song, so I can't, like, do that shit.
Oh,
at least in terms of choir and things.
I also want to emphasize, before this moment, I had only seen Sierra cry once in our entire friendship. One time. So, Amnesia's playing in the back.
The first time.
We were watching some movie, and I don't remember what it was.
Oh, it was Patsy and Loretta.
Oh, Patsy and Loretta. And I didn't even notice. You were just crying, quietly sobbing in the dark, and then I turned around, and I was like, are you crying?
I was like, maybe. Maybe.
But, okay, back to the story. So, Amnesia's playing in the background. I'm waiting to get my shirt. So at some point, I turn to look at Sierra, and I just see her staring at the t-shirts, tears silently streaming down her face. She is full-on crying to Amnesia in the middle of the goddamn venue. And I'm just like...
You good?
Are you good, bro? I was so confused, because she didn't even...
attendant?
I didn't even realize that something was wrong until I turned, and she was a hot mess.
I was also like in existential crisis because I convinced myself I ruined my experience by giving up my spot at the front, even though it wasn't that big of a deal. But the merch attendant was also like, she said she couldn't give me a bag, and I was like, yeah, that's fine. And then right after I started crying, and she was like so concerned that I was crying because I couldn't have a bag for my merch. And she's like, it's just a fucking bag, bro.
Like, it ain't that deep, bro. Like.
And then the song got over, and we had to somehow. We also like punk jumped in the back. We had a great time because there's a lot more room, and we punk jumped to fucking She Looks So Perfect and just like had a blast.
When I tell you, I have never gone as hard in my life as I did for Youngblood. I was jumping like at least 2 feet off the ground, just going fucking hard. And in the middle of Youngblood, Sierra just like starts like this on my shoulder. And I'm just like, what? And then I turn, and Pale Waves are walking behind us.
I'm like, that's Pale Waves.
I made eye contact with Sierra, by the way. Not this Sierra, the drummer Sierra. But basically,
I know, I saw them walk out. I'm like, that's Pale Waves. That's Pale Waves.
I remember looking at them, and I was like, I stopped punk jumping, and I was like, Pale Waves.
What the fuck are you doing? My roommate's standing at the door and recording me. Can I fucking help you?
Haley!
My podcast is going great, thank you. Am I loud? Am I being loud?
Can I talk?
What do you want to say?
Hold on.
Are you calling someone?
No.
Yeah, speaking to the microphone.
Hi.
Hello. How are you doing, Haley?
It's in my earphones. I have my earphones in.
One asks how they're doing.
How are you doing?
Hi.
Hi.
I'm like a microphone.
Because it's being... So anyways, Denver was a wild night. And then Rogers, I was completely sober because my my vape battery broke. So, and I was alone, but I vibed. I will always count my blessings for the fact that we got to hear Castaway and Beside You live before they took it off the set list for Blender.
Truly, honest. Hearing Castaway live, it's one of my favorite songs, and
It's one of my favorite songs.
I praise the gods that I got to hear it at least once.
I know, like, Haley wants to sit in and like experience this, but also Safety Pin. I would love to hear that live.
Permanent Vacation, like, I would love to hear that one too.
Sierra, can you make it loud? Can I hear you guys?
It'll echo back.
Oh, will it?
Yes, unfortunately.
Here, give her your other AirPod.
She can listen to it when it comes out.
Oh dear God.
But I think we should do the jukebox musical today,
Wait, what was that again?
where we shuffle a playlist and make a jukebox musical out of it.
Yes. Okay.
I feel like that'd be easier at this moment.
So how are we gonna do this? Just do our like main playlists?
I was thinking we should do like a specific artist. Like we could do the 5 Sauce playlist. And I have a piece of paper right here. I can like write it down.
Okay. I
So
feel
the
like
average musical has.
They to be able to see you guys.
Yeah, we put it on YouTube.
so do you want to explain like the rules for somebody like me who's never heard of jukebox musical?
So if anyone who's ever seen Mamma Mia or Rock of Ages, a jukebox musical takes things like previously popular songs that have probably been on the radio and use it and like weave those songs together in order to make a story out of it. Like for Mamma Mia, she had 3 dads, blah, 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 blah. It's all ABBA music. Rock of Ages, she gets her shit stolen. She fucks this dude. Shit happens, you know? And that's all 80s rock music. So we're going to do that. But how the game works is we're just gonna, the average jukebox musical or regular musical has about 25 songs. And that includes like reprises, so songs that repeat and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But should we whittle it down to like 20? Like
Yeah, I feel like
50?
20 should be more than
Perhaps an even number. And we're going to take, since this has been a 5 Sauce themed episode, we'll take a playlist called 5 Sauce, all songs. We'll shuffle them. I think we should we exclude covers?
Yeah, let's exclude covers. Just make life
Okay,
easier.
we'll exclude covers. And we'll make a list and try to make a coherent story out of them.
All right. So
we'll just take turns. We'll take turns, whatever it's called. I can send you the list I have.
Oh, I have this one. It's by Anna Lon.
That's the same one I have.
I just looked up all 5 Sauce all songs.
That's exactly what So I have a piece of paper here. Look at my
Okay.
folder in the background.
So hold on, I should probably turn down
Is
my
a
volume.
sucker.
Oh my
So
God.
Act 1.
How many acts are we gonna have?
2.
2? Okay. We're not gonna make this
10.
like Angels in America, like 4-hour parts, like 15
What, do you think
sections.
this is a fucking opera or something?
No. Okay, so I'm just gonna click shuffle. First song is Old Me.
Oh God, here we go.
Oh, the
I'll
first
shuffle
picture
the
that
next
popped up was baby Ashton.
I love him. I have the space between a rock and a hard place.
Oh, we're going 2 completely different directions. All right. Next.
So is the Catch-22 song.
Next song. Take What You Want. Should that count because it's technically a One OK Rock?
I want to count it because I like that song.
Let's count it just for Ashton's solo.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's my turn now. All right. Wildflower.
Oh, we're going everywhere with this musical.
We're going to have to come up with some eccentric characters.
All right. Next song. Vapor. I am so
All
confused
right.
on where the fuck this is going to go.
I have Catch Fire.
Oh, jeez. From Vapor straight to Catch Fire. Oh, my God. Next song. Beside You.
Ha! What the fuck?
We need at least Babylon or some
Perhaps
fucking.
Don't Stop.
We need Don't Stop at least in this musical.
I just got Red Desert.
Okay, a little more hype.
There's something going on.
Next, Mrs. All American.
Okay.
Imagine Michael watching this on his Twitch, just being like, "Oh dear God."
I am cosplaying as Michael today.
You are, which is strange for an Ashton stan.
Everyone says this. I look like a Michael stan, feel like an Ashton stan.
Who do I look like to you? I've gotten very differing on like what kind of stan I am.
Everyone defaults to if you have piercings and colored hair, you're a Michael stan. That seems to be the default. But like you seem like someone who would stan Callum.
Yeah.
What do we got?
That is
Valentine.
Yes.
So our Act 1 closer is Valentine. All right, Act 2. We need 10 more songs.
All right, next song. Heartache on the Big Screen.
Ooh. I think I have an idea now.
Oh my.
Okay.
It's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. Oh, that's a cover. I got Killer Queen. Daylight.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of self-titled.
Reading a lot of emo shit.
A lot. As an emo. I love that. Babylon, yes!
It's basically the 11 o'clock number.
For anybody who doesn't know, I am a diehard Babylon stan.
Babylon.
Babylonia.
Not in the same way.
Oh no. Honestly, I have no clue where the fuck we should go with this. Best years. I hope we end on a good ending. Because I don't want to come up with a depressing as fuck ending.
Girls Talk Boys.
Okay. I see how this is.
I see where this is going.
Oh, how many songs do we have left?
4.
4? Okay. Maggie, shut the fuck up. I'm sorry, Maggie.
Couldn't be anybody else in the group chat because they're both right here.
And we all know it's not Rachel. Airplanes.
Ooh, we might have an emotional ending.
Oh no.
This is like the point where they take a bunch of drugs.
Yep.
Airplanes cut through the sky. All right, here we go. Heartbreak Girl.
Yes! Can y'all tell I'm a Callum stan now?
Heartbreak Girl. Heartbreak Girl.
You call me up. It's like a broken record.
I blocked your number 4 times. Please stop calling.
All right, my last song. Not in the same way.
But we already have not. Is this going to be a reprise? Okay. Not in the same way reprise.
Oh god.
How can you have a reprise in one act? Okay. End Up Here. That's a good ending.
That is a good ending. My sister describes it perfectly. It's the kind of song that you scream while driving 90 miles an hour on the freeway.
That's how I also feel about Never Be.
Oh yeah, that one's a good highway song.
Let me get my creativity flowing.
Oh, I should probably get my creativity flowing too.
So while Ava is getting her dab pen, let me go through the list one time. Act 1. Old Me, The Space Between a Rock and a Hard Place, Take What You Want, Wildflower, Vapor, Catch Fire, Beside You, Red Desert, Mrs. All American, and Valentine. So within intermission, Act 2, Heartache on the Big Screen, Daylight, Babylon, Not in the Same Way, Best Years, Girls Talk Boys, Airplanes, Heartbreak Girl, Not in the Same Way reprise, and end up here. So, if you are not a big Five Sauce fan, turn away now.
God, I hate this fucking pen. I have to literally, like, suck it off to get it to work.
See, when I saw Heartache on the big screen, I thought it could legit be about, like, child actors. Like, a group of kids trying to get famous. Because, like, shout out to the old me. Because I was thinking, like, old me. Like, shout out to the old me. Could this be, like...
It's not working. I'm getting my edibles.
Uh-oh. Edibles.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. So take what you want and go. See, I'm thinking there could be multiple storylines here. But I think there needs to be a storyline. Because I'm getting, like, child actor trying to be famous vibes. That's where I got Heartache on the big screen.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking that there has to be a part where a character with old me, I think there's a character that needs to move forward and a character that doesn't, and they're in some sort of relationship and that relationship's going to end.
Yeah. So let's see. Oh, what if they're childhood sweethearts and one of them ends up leaving to pursue a career in, like, Hollywood or music or whatever, and the other one gets left behind.
I think one of them needs to be named Eddie for Eddie Munson.
How did I know you were going to say that?
I was just getting Eddie vibes. So we'll have a boy. His name is Eddie.
We should just name them Eddie and Chrissy.
Fuck it. Eddie and Chrissy. So Eddie would sing... He would sing Old Me, right? Because shout out to the old me, everything you told me.
Yeah.
And then, so Eddie and Chrissy love each other. And then we get to Catch 22. And she gives him an ultimatum. Either you're going to go and pursue this and leave me behind, or you're going to fucking stay with me. And he sings...
No, let's
Catch
make it
22.
Let's make it a little more interesting. I feel like that's such a, like, cliche.
But I mean, you could add multiple, like, overarching storylines. Like, maybe Eddie has a BFF, a best friend, like, that he's getting famous with, or he's in a group, or he's in a band.
What if one of his group says, like, hey, look, you're spending too much time, like, talking to Chrissy, like, this isn't gonna work out. You need to choose the band or Chrissy.
And they sing Catch 22.
Yes.
No, one of the friends needs to see Take What You Want and Go, because that's like a breakup song.
Wait, yes.
Because he's like saying, you gotta leave her.
What if we have, like, a Troy and Gabriella moment where it's like, you gotta go your own way, and, like, I've got to move on and be who I am.
So take what you want, take what you want and go. Well, see, maybe Eddie and Chrissy sing Catch 22 because they're, like, trying to figure out, do they want to be together? Do they not want to be together?
Wait, would that be more of a take what you want conversation or a Catch-22 conversation?
I think it'd be a Catch 22 because you're a Catch 22 for you. So I can't remember the words, but, like, that's the whole song is like the whole thing, being stuck between a rock and a hard place. Let me look up the lyrics. The space. Oh, say, can you see? This is not who I'm supposed to be. Without you, I'm nobody, killing time. I tried to deceive, tried to win you desperately. Now I'm lost in the swirling sea.
Yeah,
So that's very, like, Eddie and Chrissy deciding if they want to be together.
Yeah.
And then we have the band. Should Eddie play the guitar per Stranger Things?
Oh, absolutely. Give Eddie the guitar.
So then we have Eddie and Chrissy. So then we need a band of some sort.
A band. Okay. I feel like we should stray away from the Stranger Things names now.
Yes. I just felt Eddie gave me vibes.
All right.
I don't want something
favorite bassist go.
Basic. Callum.
Okay. So then that leaves a
Perhaps
drummer.
Thomas?
Thomas?
The bassist?
Wait, which Thomas?
I was thinking, like, I was just thinking using their middle names.
Oh, yes.
Except for Gordon.
Yes. All right, so Thomas is the bassist. And then drummer.
Fletcher. my bro. Maybe we should just use one of their middle names. And if we had to choose between a middle name, I'm going to choose Fletcher. Fletcher, the bassist.
Okay, so then we have what's his name as guitarist, Thomas as bassist, Fletcher drummer. So we need a lead singer.
Make it a girl. We don't have enough women.
What's her name again from Hill Waves?
Heather.
Heather is the lead singer.
Okay. Because could there be a jealousy thing going on in here?
I was just thinking that, like, what if there's, like, Chrissy thinks that there's something going on between Eddie and Heather, and that's kind of like fueling. What if somebody tells Chrissy that there's a thing going on between them, and that fuels her to break up? There's not, but they tell her there is. Oh my god.
Ooh, where could that be spicy? So then the band sings "Take What You Want" to tell him to break up with her. Could Eddie sing "Wildflower" as like a reminiscent, like, of the good times with Christy? I hear you calling out my name. I love the sound. I love the days.
I need to read the lyrics because "Wildflower."
Because it's right next to "Vapor."
Okay, so we need to consider that as well.
But could Heather possibly still have a crush?
You're the only one who makes me. Maybe we can do something like from Heartstopper where they used to have a crush on each other, but then like they realize they aren't meant for each other.
Well, we could take the opportunity of like "Wildflower" or "Vapor" to introduce like a different storyline.
Wait. What if? Hold on, hear me out. What if "Wildflower" is what Chrissy thinks is going on between Eddie and Heather?
Yeah, it's like a background. It's like a dream sequence. She's like, I can just hear them now. You're the only one who makes me. And it's like it's like a whole interpretive dance of stripping. And
yes, oh my god, I'm loving this.
So then we get to "Vapor."
Vapor. I need to look at the lyrics for this one. Absolutely.
It's kind of toxic, kind of not. It's very, I want to breathe you in like a vapor. You know what the song sounds like.
Yes. I want to be the one you remember. I want to what I want. Where do you think we can go with this? Because I'm kind of blanking right now.
See, I'm thinking by like Red Desert, Mrs. All American, they're moving. They're going to Hollywood. The Wild Lights, whatever it's called.
Oh, and then Mrs. All American,
Mrs. All American
can be like the groupies.
Or Mrs. All American could be like a throwaway song of like one of the other characters like falling in love with a lady on the street. As like a funny little,
as like a song.
And then they could sing Valentine.
Yes.
See, I feel like Mrs. All American could start out as like just them arriving and being excited, and then it could be like they see someone on the street and then they're like following that person until they get to Valentine and they're like, what's up? And then they ask, like they could ask them on a date and they have a little date sequence where they're singing Valentine.
Okay, imagine they're going to Hollywood sequence, like that whole sequence. They're in a bar, and then in like towards the end of that, it turned like one of them, like let's say Fletcher,
That's what I was thinking. He's kind of like a heartthrob.
Yeah, he like bumps into this girl, and then it fades into Valentine.
Hope take you out, and it's like it's a whole nother dream sequence of like
yes,
and then that's how it ends because that's the second act. So we just need Catch Fire and Beside You. Beside You could be like a in the airplane looking out the window. Why did I leave Chrissy? Kind of moment.
Yeah, I feel like
beside you.
She sleeps alone. My heart wants to come home.
And then it could overlay with Red Desert because they're going to Hollywood. Like the boys are like red desert feels so.
Or like in the background as like a choir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or it's kind of one of those 2-part songs where it cuts off into like Eddie's vibes and he's like, oh, I'm sad, and then it cuts to like the band of like Red Desert and they're like, whoa, Gila blue. Like, they're incredibly optimistic to go. And he's like, but my girlfriend!
Wait, so are we writing all this down?
I've been, like, keeping track of, like, the characters.
Okay.
So, if I can get... okay. I can write down who's singing what. And that'll help me remember. So, old me, Eddie. And then Eddie, Hart, Chrissy.
Okay.
Take You On. Band sang Heck No. Heck No. Wildflower. Chrissy, Desperate Dream Sequence. Vapor. That's a hard one.
That is. Wait, didn't we already come up with something for that?
No. We kind of skipped over it for Beside You.
Shit. What are we gonna do?
Maybe this could be Fletcher just like wanting to have a girlfriend. Maybe he's just like desperate for love, and that's kind of his like crying out, like I need a girlfriend.
Oh, so like Ashton in real life, kind of. If we're calling him out, reading him to filth.
Fletcher needs GF. I thought Catch Fire. It's kind of but like Catch Fire is when they find out that they have what are they finding out that makes them like we're gonna go move to LA.
Maybe they get some kind of what kind of opportunity would make them go to LA? I don't want to go 5 sauce, like full 5 sauce, like Louis and all that.
Game show?
What if they get a chance to compete on like something like Eurovision or something like that?
So they get to be a part of a song contest.
Yes.
Finalist in a song contest. Excuse me.
You had to burp directly into the microphone, didn't you?
No. Beside You, Eddie, Heartbreak, Chrissy.
Music, would you mind leaving us
Red
alone?
Desert, Band is Excited. This Is All American is them landing in America.
Yes.
And then Valentine is Fletcher Dream Sequence. He's Hot Girl.
Because what I'm envisioning is you don't know asking Alexandra. Fuck. It's giving me the we only have 10 minutes left.
Fuck. Okay. We're gonna have to do some good like meshing of this.
All right, and cut.
So, Act 2. I'm thinking a few weeks have passed. Shit isn't all what they expected it to be.
Absolutely the fuck not. So,
hence we get heartache on the big screen. Also, I had the idea that Chrissy and Eddie never break up and they try to do long distance, and that's why he sings Daylight.
Okay, I can see it.
You've got me running from the daylight. Or that could be Fletcher's girlfriend. That like she's not who he thought she was.
Or what if like he isn't truthful about his lifestyle, so like they're always apart from each other and she's kind of like, why the fuck are you always traveling? Or maybe just like the traveling, she knows that he's in a band, but like it's putting a weight on their relationship.
Yeah. Or Eddie is acting super miserable because we need Heather in there.
Yeah, we do.
So maybe she's like, yo, you're acting really weird and really strange, and like talking about like because isn't Daylight like talking about a friend kind of thing?
I don't remember. I haven't listened to Daylight in forever. Let's see.
I know, that's what I'm trying to remember. 5 sauce.
Daylight.
I can't look at you in the same light. Knowing what you did in my heart, it doesn't feel right. Yeah, my head's been tripping all night. I got a friend who's committed to sci-fi. He's read every comic. He's addicted to Twilight. He'll give you the goosebumps, but he's never done me wrong.
Freaking me out. I wish I knew the meaning. It makes sense because I'm not just not. What if he's like reminiscing on his relationship with Chrissy to Heather, and then she's just like, dude, if you love her that much, then like try to work it out and get back with her.
Couldn't that be Babylon? Burn too bright, but the fire's gone.
Burn too bright, but the fire's gone. Watch it all fall down. Babylon.
Babylon.
Tired of you fuse, my short fuse, my head fuse. Or Babylon could be them like getting together in a sexy fucking scene.
Oh yeah, because like Chrissy storms in, like, what the fuck?
Wait,
Because maybe,
or could it be? Were you thinking like Eddie and Heather, or Eddie and Chrissy?
oh no, you're right, Eddie and Heather, and then Chrissy storms in, and they have to sing "Not in the Same Way" to be like, yo, we don't like each other like that.
Yes.
And then he sings "Best Years" to tell her that she loves him, that he loves her.
Dude, yes, 1,000 times yes. This is going
we've got-
fucking great.
So Heartache is struggling with life, and then Daylight is.
Daylight is running from the daylight.
I feel like that could be Fletcher's song, and he's talking about his girlfriend acting weird, and then he can come back in Girls Talk Boys to like win her back, or even could be Heartbreak Girl,
That is true. God, I don't know.
or the Not in the Same Way reprise is like Fletcher breaking up with his girlfriend.
Oh wow. Just like,
Could
you
be.
know, I know I was telling you that like I can't live without you, but
But can't say no to you. You know, you think I'm bulletproof, but you know where you led me to. In the dark world, black and white. In the morning, colorblind. You tell me you love me. You wanna leave me. So what is Daylight? What is Daylight gonna be?
running from the daylight.
That could just be how they feel about being famous at this moment in time.
Or what if Eddie starts getting into like the rock and roll like lifestyle as a distraction from Chrissy?
Mm-hmm. Because there would obviously, if this was a full fleshed out musical, there would obviously be scenes where they're like texting or calling, and then they're like, fuck you, fuck this.
Fucking hate you. Your pussy wasn't even that great.
I give up.
Because I'm thinking something along the lines, you probably haven't like gotten into them. Asking Alexandria, do you know them?
I know, I've heard the name once or twice.
Their one album, what is it? Stand Up and Scream, I think it is. Basically, the entire album is a concept album about the band's like descent into the life of rock and roll, and like into Danny. One of the music videos has Danny, the lead singer, like literally fucking overdosing, and their song "Death of Me" is like all of his vices, like heroin, cocaine, alcohol, like surrounding him, and he's being like, I know you'll be the death of me, and I refuse to let you bring me down. It's like him overcoming it.
You can drag me down. Nobody.
Death of Me, that's what the album is called.
So Daylight is reflecting on shitty life.
Yes, reflecting on descent into madness.
See, Babylon should be like a rehearsal of some sort.
Yeah.
And then Chrissy barges in, like, you haven't texted me back for like 5 days. Maybe Daylight should be Chrissy and her traveling back to, traveling to and fro. So we're not just like seeing Chrissy like randomly walk in, like giving her a reason.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Chrissy going to Eddie because he won't text her back.
Or what if they're not together and she decides, you know what, I'm going to fly to LA. I'm going to confront him, be like, look, I want you back. I'm willing to make this work if you want to give this a chance. And then she walks in and sees Eddie and Heather and is like, well, fuck you, I guess. I wanted to try and work things out with us, but now that you're fucking Heather.
Yeah, now y'all fucking or whatever. So then Babylon is a sexy rehearsal sequence.
Yes.
And so Chrissy storms in and she's like, yo, what the fuck? And they have to be like, no, it's not like that. We don't love each other that way. We used to, but we don't.
I used to think she was hot, but now she's like a bro.
Also, she's gay.
No, she prefers Poussey. She bats for the same team.
She's been dating Thomas for 2 years. That would be kind of funny if, like, they've been like dating.
She's been with Thomas for like since high school. They went to prom together. You were there.
Do not remember that. Best years. Eddie and Chrissy make up.
Yes. I'll give you my best years.
I was feeling like Girls Talk Boys could be an arbitrary like performance they have to give.
That is true. That is true. I just completely blanked. What song are we on?
Girls Talk Boys.
Girls Talk Boys. Talking to you, girl. You talk about me. Say that I'm a sweetheart.
Do you say that I'm a freak? Do you tell them why you lie?
Do you tell them the truth? Do you tell them that you love me? Why they love you?
See, I was thinking this was like they had.
What if Fletcher finds his girlfriend cheating on him?
But that's not really like that kind of song. It's just kind of like a. See, I was thinking they were at a bar and like they had to go perform. Like, we got to go, and they performed that song at the bar.
Okay. Yeah, less drama.
Mm-hmm. See, I was thinking, Airplanes is such a confusing song. Airplanes cut through the night
sky like angels will never die. Silence.
See, I was thinking this could be like where everyone thinks it's in, because like most of my life I sat on my hands, I don't make a sound, getting it right, I made all my plans, lost never found, your eyes, your smile can light up. So this could be their like, they think the show's ended, they think everything's hunky-dory, and like, so we're gonna sing this song because we're all happy, right?
Yep. But wrong! Stupid piece of shit.
Yeah. Sing this, everything happy. And then Fletcher comes storming in, talking about how much of a bitch his girlfriend is, starts singing Heartbreak Girl. You call me up, it's like a broken record.
Saying that you love her. Never get over him getting over you. You end up crying. Or should we do it from Fletcher's girlfriend's point of view?
I just feel like that would take a while to like, because like she hasn't really been.
Oh yeah, that's true.
This is kind of like a side quest thing.
Oh yeah. All right, Fletcher, like, have Fletcher bitch about him.
Yeah, and they're just like, think of this couple as like two big dumb idiots, like
they're like Arzelia and Luke.
No, I was thinking like two big lovable idiots, like a dumb blonde and another guy who's just kind of like all over the place. Goddamn.
Yeah. Because
Fletchers are like our comedic relief, so I think this could be like kind of funny.
Oh yeah. That's true.
So then, like, it would be funny if they just kind of stopped the song right in the middle of it. Like, she walks in on him just talking absolute shit through this song, and it just goes, and then it could be a funny moment where it's like a pause, and then Not in the Same Way starts, and everyone knows exactly what's happening, and he's just like, I don't ever want to lie to you, but I can't say no to you. I know you think you're bulletproof, but you know where this led me to. And
Yes.
God, everyone.
Just like a record scratch moment, like
you see, there's something I've been meaning to tell you.
Yeah, I've been fucking Patricia, actually. Sorry. Her name's Fat Patricia, but she goes by Amy.
She's not fat anymore.
She's not fat anymore, but
good. She looks good.
She's not fat anymore, but the nickname stuck.
She's like skinny Patricia doesn't work the same, okay? Just can't happen. Make that the short on YouTube to get everyone in on this episode.
I fucking hate it.
So we end up here as they reflect on this entire shit show that just happened.
High School Musical. Who says we have to let it go?
It's the best part we've ever known.
Step into the future.
So don't expect us to recap what we just discussed for this entire podcast.
Oh, yeah, because I don't even remember.
Act 1. We come in on Eddie. He sings Old Me, thinking about how he's different than who he was. And then he has a talk with Chrissy. They decide they don't want to be together, so they sing Catch-22. Do they want to be together? Do they not want to be together? So we ask his bandmates about it. They sing Take What You Want and Go. So, like, do what you want or just fucking leave her. We don't have time for this. And then we get to Chrissy talking with her friends, and she's like, dude, like, I bet he's banging the singer in their band. And then there's a creepy dream sequence of them singing Wildflower, and it's a whole, like, they love each other. And then we cut.
Sorry, what were you going to say?
We cut to our lovable oaf, the drummer, Fletcher, and he decides he needs a girlfriend. He has a terrible time in luck, and he just needs a girlfriend. So he sings Vapor, and how he wants to breathe someone in like a vapor. And we get to Catch Fire. What are you wanting to say?
Nothing.
To say. So we get to Catch Fire. And that's when all the boys and Heather find out that they're finalists in a contest. They made it big, guys. And then we get to Beside You after Eddie and Chrissy haven't spoken. So Eddie sings Beside You because he misses his girlfriend as they're in the plane leaving, overlapped by the red desert and the band being excited to go to California to be famous. And then we get to Mrs. All America, and this is about them coming to their destination, seeing how fucking cool it is, blah blah blah, kind of thing.
They're just like,
exactly with the song, but they find a girl that's cute. You know, like the whole idea is like they're seeing different women on the street. They're seeing this. They're seeing that. They're seeing what kind of people they want to meet in America, things like that. And then we get to Valentine. Fletcher sees a hot girl, and there's an entire dream sequence of him and Valentine. End of Act 1. Act 2, Partied on the Bink String. Act 2 takes a few weeks later, should it be a few months later, after they've won the contest, made it big, and now they're touring. It's not all they expected it to be, and it kind of fucking sucks. And in this time, Eddie doesn't talk to Chrissy. Chrissy's trying to contact him. He's not contacting her back. So she sings Daylight, and she's like, you know what? I'm going to go find that motherfucker, idiot. And we see a very sexy rehearsal of Babylon with Heather and Eddie, and it's given all the wrong signals to Chrissy, who is looking through the window. And she barges in, yo, what the fuck is going on? And he goes, no, we don't like each other like that. They sing not in the same way.
Whoa. No. I'm not fucking this bitch. I'm not fucking that man. No.
She's fucking that bitch.
She's fucking that motherfucker.
And then we get to Best Years, where Eddie and Chrissy make up, and they sing about how they're going to love each other and they're going to figure shit out, I guess. And then we get to, but unfortunately, they have to go to a performance. They don't have time to, like, get married, so they got to go. So we get there, and it's Girls Talk Boys, their performance for the bar. And they go, thanks, what's up? And they sing the lighthearted, the fun Airplanes, which is kind of reflective on where they've been, where they're going, and how successful they actually are. And everything's hunky-dory. And then Fletcher barges in. As we think the musical's over, everything's happy. He sings Heartbreak Girl because he's talking shit about his girlfriend. The girlfriend, he met during Valentine, even though they're both dumb as hell and don't know how to communicate, and it's just like a whole thing.
It's like, you didn't love her, you lusted after her.
And then record scratch, the girlfriend's right there listening to him talk shit, so he has to tell her that he does not love her in the same way, denoting the not in the same way reprise. And then we end up here, the real reflection on their lives and how things are going.
And scene.
That's our show.
Thank you for coming.
If you're interested in...
Thank you for watching How I Met My Mother.
That's how I met your mother. This is If you like the rights, you can't. It's mine.
If you want to make this into a Wattpad fan fiction, be my fucking guest. I'm giving you permission right here, right now.
We have rights to the story, but Five Sauce has rights to the songs.
Five Sauce has
the only
all
thing.
rights.
The only place this is going is here's my whole list. You know where this is going? This is going straight to Five Sauce.
This is going straight to fucking Michael. And then him and Crystal can read it out loud to him while he's like, Crystal, stop it! Stop it!
Michael doesn't like musicals and he can't read.
Doyle. That man can play guitar. He can do Fortnite, but he can't read.
What a life to live. It's like, I can play guitar. I'm a dog dad. I can DJ, but I can't read.
It's like Steve Jones. Like, that man can't read. He can't write. He couldn't write until he was like 50. Yet, he still was one of the best guitarists of his generation.
Even though they just fucking handed him a guitar and he figured it out.
They literally handed that motherfucker a guitar and were just like, hey, can you play this? And he was like, fuck no, but I'll try.
That's what the Sex Pistols is all about anyways. Let's be real.
The entire band was just like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm trying my hardest.
We're just here to fuck shit up.
And then there was Sid just like, I'm here. Well, I don't think he actually kills Nancy, but
I'm here for the drugs.
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
I'm here for the cocaine.
I'm
you said
here.
there'd be cocaine here.
I'm here for the little tryst between Steve Jones and what's her name. They
had sex.
They fucked, and that was some sexy ass shit.
I don't think we have time to read Am I the Assholes for this one.
Yeah. My computer's got like 5% left, so I think that's our sign to end it.
So thanks for coming back. Hopefully we'll be back more regularly.
Hopefully. We can't
Good night to
it.
all 5 of you that listen to us.
Good night to Sierra's coworker, and to Sierra, who's definitely
Good night,
listening
Ava.
to this 5 times. Good night.
Hey, I find us entertaining.
Bye.